we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the San Diego Padres and the Dodgers. Hi again, everybody. It's finally here. Welcome to our special opening day edition of Baseball on the Show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, as we get set to get things going, it's the pitching that has to be considered one of the strong points on this ball club.
Yeah, and pitching is going to be important for these guys, no question about it. They're only going to go as far as this group right here is going to take them. And to me, it looks like a staff that's capable of getting the job done.
The game's count starting now. It's opening day. It's the show. And it's coming up next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your Los Angeles Dodgers.
More from the guys as this one goes along, but first, let's get a look at the starting lineup for the visiting San Diego Padres, as their manager Bud Black will align his order like this. And behind him defensively, the Dodgers will line up like this. Yangervis Solarte will step to the plate now as we're ready to get this one underway.
Leading off the afternoon for San Diego, third baseman, Yangervis Solarte.
And the first pitch of the ball game is taken for a called strike one, and a new season of baseball is underway. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Now, how important is it going to be for this guy to throw that curveball for strikes?
I don't know that he necessarily needs to ever throw it for a strike. I mean, if it's around the plate and he's getting guys to go after it, it's doing its job. But if he starts to get too high or too far outside, then it's just an easy take.
The 2-2 one more time. 2-2 pitch pulled on the ground down to third. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, one away.
Well, with two strikes, you've got to protect up there, even on a curveball that's a borderline strike. But he can only manage to get this one off the end of his bat, and it winds up being a simple little ground out.
Here's Yonder Alonso. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway.
That first pitch is going to be key all night long. If he gets ahead early with the fastball, That's when he can get tough to figure out, especially with the arsenal that he has.
Kershaw now on 1-1. And this will be fouled away. Here comes a 1-2. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
He'd obviously love a 1-2-3 here to start the first, and after a ground out and a strikeout, he's 2/3 of the way there.
Matt Kemp will have his first opportunity now as it comes with the bases empty here in the top of the first. Now here's the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
It's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike one. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
Grounded fouled off to the right. Here's Kershaw's 0-2 offering. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Padres down in order. It's the Padres nothing, Dodgers coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Now a look at the starting lineup for the host Dodgers. And the left-handed hitting Carl Crawford will stand in to start the home half of inning number 1.
Left fielder, Carl Crawford.
Looked like he went around that time. They'll appeal down to third, and yes, sir, it's strike 1. Now here it comes. Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
And he couldn't get on top of it as this has popped up behind shortstop. Barmes retreats to the outfield grass, and he has it for round number 1.
He'll take a long exhale on his way back to the dugout. When he looks back on the tape of this, he'll realize that he needs to be a little more committed to his swing. He had no chance of that working out well.
First pitch on the way. Swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt, and it's strike 1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
Now a ball hit back up the middle. And the throw here is going to get him at first. Excellent range there at short, and there are 2 away now.
Well, you always want to avoid using a lot of energy in the early part of the game, and he's taking that to heart. 5 pitches and 2 outs already here in the bottom of the first.
Yasiel Puig will get his first cuts now, and he'll do so with the bases empty and 2 away here in the first. Here's the first offering. Here's a knuckle curve that backs him up a bit. Ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike.